Hello, this is Andrew Weston speaking. Look where I am. You're not going to believe it. This is where I came from transformation and manifestation 8 months ago. I went from human to superhuman to higher self. It's unbelievable. It's like it happened yesterday. So anyway, I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers in the Higher Self channel for the love and support. You guys are courageous and incredible what's going on through its force, and it's continuing. As we're collecting all our thoughts and we're uniting through its galaxies, its solar systems, its mecha systems, it's great to know that you synchronizing souls are getting a connection through your own devices, your own meditation methods. So that's really good. So welcome to my channel. So 8 months ago, I came here. Of course, it was winter, but I went through transformation and manifestation for the very first time. So I thought I'd come back and share it with you on what I went through, and also give you updates on what's happening through Space Continuum. But when I first started off, I didn't know what was going on. I had no clue with my body. But once you understand your body and your dream awakening, you understand your higher self. Now I am the higher self completely and fully into my body capacitor through my ecosystems. This allows me to commute through its transmission devices, through its communication, its voicing grids, its audio, and sensory perception. So I have incredible atmosphere that's going through its energy fields right now, through my systems, my systematical systems, my infinitive systems, through the sacred mind, through the sacred earth, through the sacred self, through the sacred heart, and the multi-universes combined, and the sacred new universe. So, and I also have a higher self that lives in space. I'm Octic 7, he's Octic 1. He's the one that controls everything through space and its continuum. He keeps the energy flow, so it goes on a continuous force through its rotation. It's very important that he knows exactly what I'm doing, and he has to know exactly what he's doing. So we come together as one. So I just wanted to share that with you of what's happening as I come to realize who I really am through its earth, through its reality, and what's happening through the spiritual world. Now I live in the spiritual world 100%. I've gone through that door. I've gone through the awakening. I've gone through the ascension. I'm fully and completely through my higher self that lives in my body full time, and a higher self that lives in space full time. So I have connection between both. So I think what we were talking about before, we were talking about the orbs. Now those orbs are its connection through its plasma force, and that plasma force, you're going to feel a lot of real, it's kind of like it's like a spark flame, okay? It's like a jolt that's just gonna, it's gonna hit you. I think I said that too in my last video. I'm pretty sure I did. So those connection devices are going to be going a lot more stronger now, because we have to get into the matrix. Once you get into the matrix, this is where it gets really exciting. I mean, this is just the beginning, folks. Okay? This is exactly what we want to do. So we can get that continuous force through its vibration, through its frequency, through its harmonics, so we can reach that balance. Everybody wants to reach that balance. Okay? So let's just take, for example, why I'm here. I'm here because this is where I was born. This is where my DNA structures changed for the very first time. And it's incredible to see Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, co-creator of its nature and its source. Look at that, it's tremendous force. And you have the galactic solar sun planet. Look at that, it's saying hi to me. It's communicating through me right now, through its rays. So, things are great. I also have a huge upgrade that's coming up right now. I'm going through another transformation device, another transmission, you want to call it. It's another station. I'm going to be on another channel. I'm going to be on TV. So I've got that upgrade that's coming. I'll keep you informed what's happening through its other channels. So I'm going from one channel to the next because I'm using that communication so everybody gets a basic understanding through what's happening of its space and its continuum. Okay? So those orbs, it's very important that you understand these orbs. Sorry, I got this light behind me here. It wants to talk to me. It's communicating through me right now through its telegraphic waves and its patterns. It's pretty powerful. Look at that. See that? That's energy rays. That's what that is. And that green dot there, that's a solar energy cell, which is connected through my body capacitor. That fluctuates, it speeds continuing through transformation and communication devices. So right now it's communicating with me. Look at that. It's pretty amazing, eh? It's pretty incredible when you look at nature. I mean, you see nature in a whole different way. You get to understand its source, you get to understand its trees, its ground formations, its skies, its clouds, anything relating to nature. Mother Gaia is so important. Same with Father. We can't live without both. Father with space continuum and his planets and solar systems. He has full collaboration too, and relationship partnership with nature. So they both work together and become stronger force. And I use my energy fields through the synchronizing souls so you guys get a better connection of what's happening through your dream awakening. And realize and understand you are in the spiritual world. The Matrix is not a reality world. It's a spiritual world. And that's what makes it real. Because it is very, very real. Those line formations, calculations, modifications are true to its nature's core. It's true to its energy core. It's true to its space continuum core. Now, the updates right now, as you're going through those orbs, that matrix is going to be synchronizing your body capacitors. So your light switch is going to go on, and that light's going to go right through your body, because the higher self has to get used to its atmosphere and its energy and its oxygen. Okay, so it's so important that he knows exactly what's going on with you when you do your meditation. Now, if you have that thought process and you're through your higher self and you know your higher self continually on a day-to-day basis, you don't have to worry about your meditations, because your meditations are coming together. They're formulating. You're using your chakra formations. You're understanding the systems. You're understanding everything around you through the sabbatical. Remember I was telling you about the neon lights that are coming through the electrolytes? Well, everything is connected through the galactic solar sun planet and coming into the galactic moon. Now, I think I was telling you too about the last time we did a video, saying you about how the supermoon was going to be surfacing through its galaxies and its solar systems, and how you're going to get that kinetic energy through its emotion, right? How you're going to have those fluctuating emotions going up and down, up and down. That's what's going to happen too on top of the matrix. Okay, so it's full blown, and you're coming in its full connection right now. Because once you go through that orb, you're living its matrix. Your eye perception is going to change. You're going to see things. When you look straight at something, it's going to move. It's going to move into a dimension of another realm, to another galaxy. So, I just want to make that clear of what's happening so you get a better understanding. And I'll keep you informed on my next channel. I'm going to be on TV. Yay! That's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I think, everybody's doing well. Keep up all the breathing. Try to get your definitive breath. Try to finalize that. Try to really, really use your breathing. Breathing is so important when it comes to meditation, because communication is everything through space continuum, through its intelligence, through its vibration, and its frequencies, and its balance. It's so important that you guys understand what's happening. Because if you don't understand, then meditation doesn't make any sense. You know, it's so important that you guys get together and, you know, even as groups, you know, do group meditation. That's another way of learning from one to another. And you get a better understanding of each other. So, you know, ask questions, and then that's what it's all about. I'm here to help and guide you. But my atmosphere is totally changing now because I'm through Toronto. I'm going back to Mexico next week. But other than that, I just thought I set up this video here for you so you get a better viewpoint of your energizing souls. You know, the electric grids, the matrix grids. Now the grids alone are going to subsurface your body capacitors and your force fields. Your force fields has its full connection through its matrix. So once you go through that matrix, all that light formation is going to be in a dimensional realm, through another galaxy, through a parallel. So you're going to probably vortex, time jump, time leap. Just let me know how you feel. I just want to get a better understanding. Everybody's going to go through a different connection because they all communicate on different intelligence. Everybody has their own dream awakening, because when you wake up, your dream awakening is coming at you every single time through communication. It could be your former self, it could be something else, you're not sure. If you're not sure, then you can ask me and I can tell you what's going on. So you understand its matrix. You understand why the higher self is doing these things. The higher self is letting you know what's happening on a day-to-day basis. Now this is a little bit more informative of what's happening with the higher self and its continuous force through its acceleration. Because the higher self has its full connection among everything. Nature's core, space continuum, speed continuum, times continuum, solar energy continuum. There's so many different continuums. That's what I'm saying, like there's so many different multi-dimensional universes I can't even fathom. You can't even describe how many there are. And every time you go through a matrix, you're going through a higher vibration. And once you go to that higher vibration, you reach higher intelligence. Now, once you reach higher intelligence, sometimes I'm having problems communicating through this transmission device because it's intelligence that's coming back at me through its communication lines, its infinity lines. So what's happening? It's echoing. It's like talking underwater. But it's energy cells that has its continuous force through its transmission device, which means it's communicating through space continuum. And I use those pyramids through the laser connection. And everything that I voice through my infinitive breath, my laser breath, it's more powerful than everything now because I surrender myself completely and fully. I am the Godhead of 12 consciousness through the angelic realms, through space continuum, through the solar systems. And resonating on so many planets is incredible. Because your eye perception changes every single time you're going through a solar energy cycle. And those cycles allow me to see so many different intelligence, shapes, size, communication, vibration, voicing grids. There's also magnesium mechanisms that are connection to its own force. So, I mean, you can communicate on all levels and understand your waving patterns through your infinitive breath. Now, you guys have your definitive breath. You have to work towards getting that laser. Try to find that balance through the yin and the yang so you can get that breathing technique. So make sure that the cleansing goes through every single day. And your eating habits are so important through its meditation. It's extremely important. And you want to connect on all levels too, through the higher self. Because the higher self that lives in me now has its full connection. And the higher self that lives in space has its full connection. So they collaborate into one through collaboration of friendship, relationship, and partnership. This we know, okay? I'm going to tell everybody now that space itself is all based on relationship and partnership. I probably said that in all my other videos. I've probably done over 140, 150 videos, but it never gets old. There's always something that you guys can learn, and that's what it's all about, is learning something new on a day-to-day basis. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm giving everybody a heads up of what's happening through space continuum, through your orbs, through your transformation and manifestation. Because your DNA structures are changing every single day. They have to. They have to. And if they don't, I know exactly who's not meditating. That's how intelligent I am. That's how advanced I am. I understand its systems through the solar systems. So you can call me a GPS. I'm kind of like eye in the sky. Because my third eye has its kinetic waves. And it's gotten bigger too. It's gotten more. The portal has gotten open more. Remember I told you about I received it from the Gunalini, the golden statue of herself. Its continuous force through its transition healing. Well, I have that kinetic power too, through its atmosphere. So I'm cleansing every atmosphere that I travel to, and that's why I travel. And when you travel, you know, I love to travel. I don't know how many people travel. If you meditate every single day for 50 years, what have you gained? If you travel 50 years and you travel to every country that you can see, that you want to see, what is the difference? You're learning different things, different culture, different people, different humanity, different population, different community, different governments, different spaces. This is what I'm talking about. And when you high-rise those intelligence through its adventures, you get a better understanding every single time you travel. Because you become more powerful, more strong, more obsolete. You become the ultimate super efficient surfacing electronic energy cycle systematical infinitive breath of a higher self through space continuum that has its tremendous force through acceleration, its electric grids, its energy fields, body capacitor, and ecosystem. So I hope this helps you out, because everything I give to you is the real thing. Okay? I've done so many videos where you guys get a better feel of who you are as a person. And once you connect with your higher self, you're your higher self every single day. And I'm the only higher self that lives in my body. I mean, this is my first time being on Earth. I'm getting to know my systems, getting to know the atmosphere, getting to know its nature and its space continuum. This octave 1 is in space already. Okay, so there's 2 higher selves. I'm the only one in the world that's in my body, that is the higher self, fully and completely through its energies and its cycles. So I have its full connection with octave 1, as I am octave 7. So I love doing videos. I really do. I enjoy it. It gives me pleasure to help you guys out, because I know everybody has questions, and that's what we're here for, and I'm here to answer them for you. But they're going to get a lot more complicated now, because the 5th dimension is going to be a little more tricky, because those vibrations are going to be in a higher intelligence. So my intelligence, through my waving patterns, are going to have its own protection device. Now, the protection device is basically, it's an energized cycle through its system. And what that is that it's energized cells, pocket cells, actually they kind of look like circles, okay? and they go around your whole body. So right now they're energizing your body capacitors and ego systems. Okay, it's not a force field. Force field is a layer of yourself, which is a shield. It shields you from interference, interaction with intelligence and its communication levels of planets and solar systems through the galactic system and the energy core. But through its gravitational pull, you have to have that when you communicate with the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. So I'll talk about the galactic moon later on, but right now we got to get really informed with what's happening with the orbs, because they're going to be strong. And when you go through those orbs, you're changing your DNAs and your structures. Those molecules and anything that's particle is going to separate your anatomy of its body, and it's going to change it through its space and its atmosphere, through its energy flow. And you're going to become superhuman. Those ones that are three-dimensionals, they're still meditating and having trouble with their higher self. That's why I'm helping you out a lot faster, so you get a better idea of what you need to do. So I keep you informed on a day-to-day basis what happens with the higher self. Once you have that continuous force with the higher self, things get a lot more easier because you're understanding your vibrations now. So hopefully people understand what vibrations are. I've said that many times. A vibration signal is just a strain of a line, okay, and it's a note, you know, and what that note does is it transmits into space. Now it vocalizes on different frequency levels, and then once you reach those harmonics, which is gold, by the way, because there are different colorations. Same with force fields, energy cycles, energy systematical cycles. All these have their own colorations. But all those parts are through its panels and alignments. Okay, through the hands, electricity and all that. Okay. So everybody will have that through their meditation. Once you go through that orb, you're changing everything around you. Your energy cycles, your energy systems, your energy fields. So that's what's going to happen right now. So I think that's good, you know. Like I said, you know, it's great to be here. I wanted to share this with you because this is where it all started, where I went through transformation and manifestation. So it's incredible to know that I could come back here and tell you about my story and how much I've come so far from where I started. Okay, so again, I'm going to be resonating on another channel. I'm going to be on TV pretty soon, so I just thought I'd let you know what's going to happen with that. I'll keep you updated and posted what's happening, as this is your Unified Ascension as Earth from the Angelic Realms. Octave 7 resonates on 10 solar systems and 4,000 dimensions. Calling out. Bye for now.